improvised toast by Michael.
Oh gosh.
Go for it.
What haven't you seen?
Dice are better than lice, so wash your hair.
Yeah! Who's gonna recap a movie that I haven't seen?
Michael said
Somebody recap Waterworld.
Is it a movie?
Waterworld?
Yes, it's the
Joey,
best movie
Joey,
of all
do
time.
it.
Joey, what's Waterworld
You
about?
took the bait first.
Okay, a family of 4 are on their way to what they believe is going to be the best water park sensation of America in Branson, Missouri.
Wow.
And they get there, and whoa, is it great? It's Waterworld. They have a ton of fun, and then aliens attack.
No!
The aliens are made of water, and they use water to get stronger.
Oh no.
And it's War of the Worlds, but with water.
War of the World.
War of the World.
How did you know Branson's a real town in Missouri?
Because of Connor Beatty.
That's where my brother's named after Branson, Missouri. Wait, really?
Who's the star? Who stars in this movie, Joey?
Actually.
Are you looking it up?
Dennis Quaid.
Almost. All right.
That's not off of it.
I've never seen this movie. I have no
They'll
idea
die at
about.
the end.
I do have the Wikipedia.
Can I tell you real quick? Oh, you
I have
did
the
it.
Wikipedia
Go.
page pulled out.
It lost the most
That's not
money
part of the
of any
bit.
movie.
We're not going to actually talk about what the movie's about.
So, great. For episode 67. Oh gosh, yeah. The announcement is the same as last week because this is the same time. If you are somebody who would like to collaborate in our giveaway for our second anniversary or know somebody, tag them and get them involved with our world. I'd love to get in contact and get involved with that and get to meet them and support some specific creators, especially if they're in the southeast of the United States. That is a particular heart of mine for that. You are one of those people. Thank you, Sally.
You're welcome.
Next, could we get someone to recap last week's episode?
Yes.
So, last time... Everybody, scubby. Last time, we... For some reason, Misery told Chris to lead the way. And then Chris led us on a merry chase.
It worked out.
That seems to have worked out, unless he took us to the wrong one. Unless he took us to Evil Watchtower. But we found a watchtower. And we went into the watchtower. And we found bones. And the bones was pretty decked out. They had a magic ring that was protective. They had a cool necklace that we learned belonged to Trith. Lorelith told us about paladins and Trith and all that. We found a journal. We read their diary, very invasive. And the bones were
Did they
talking
say
about,
who the crush was?
Yeah, the bones said they really loved Stacey Johnson in fourth period, and also that they were looking for their paladin friend who had disappeared, William.
The paladin.
Sir William.
And
Sir
you
William
ate
the
mushrooms
paladin.
that let you see.
We all ate mushrooms that helped us see better. The blue mushrooms from the past helped us see better. And we, after reading the journal and learning that Sir William the Paladin disappeared, and then the bones died of
Natural.
we can't tell natural causes, maybe poison, maybe suffocation.
Oh, the bones re-died.
The bones died from
The person died, and then the bones
They
died.
suffocated from because bones don't have lungs, so they instantly suffocate, and so that's how the bones died. And then we went up to the top of the tower, and we discovered we were all talking about how it was a stupid watchtower because there was no one to watch. But then we were like, oh wait, maybe it's a guard post. And then we turned around and instantly found a secret door, and that's where we left off.
We didn't deserve that, but we did.
Yeah,
Nemo rolled
so,
17.
Thank you for
that's right.
liking my
Oh
photo.
yeah, I can't call you Pilgrim anymore.
Yeah, I think I called myself Pilgrim. Whoops, oh well.
Oh yeah.
I'm Nemo these days.
That one was stressed the entire
I
time.
didn't
Didn't
talk
say
in last
anything.
episode too.
I'm Nemo these days, everyone.
Or is it like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation where it just like
Jekyll, hi, Jekyll.
Or
Remember that?
it's your Sasha
from
Fierce.
Arthur?
As we now enter the story,
Hi.
This
you
is so
forgetting
good.
the music.
I like that.
it just brings everyone right into the moment. Yeah, for sure. That is
Smells way louder than before.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous about how it mixes with the mics, but
The last one was very much like our Lego Harry Potter music, and this feels like Secret Phantom of the Opera. Very secret.
Well, next time we'll recap Phantom of the Opera. Nemo has his hand on a rock, and then as as he twists his hand and pulls a device, this vertical slit of stone slides down into the stone beneath of it. And so you can see this as a dark black and purple bow is leaning in this particular storage space. That you
It's a
can
closet. It's not
It's-
a passageway.
Okay.
Black and purple.
I take a half step back, honestly, and then I'm going to continue to step backwards. I'm going to mage
You
hand.
fall off of the...
Yep. Weird. Come up with this passageway and then just die. No, I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna kind of mage hand this bow out of the little crevasse and just float it in front of us.
Yeah. As Chris Loneham is holding the dim light green torch of your party, he's just like holding it. This bow kind of floats forward and it seems to absorb some of the light, and it's almost hard to see the bow because it itself is dimming and absorbing some of the light around from the torch. But this odd sphere around the bow as you move it into the light.
There's a sphere around the bow?
Of the dimmer light, like the bow just seems to kind of choke out.
Like it's dark or it's transparent?
A sphere of lack of light.
Yeah, you can see that the bow is like choking out some light around it, and that in itself is in a particular sphere.
That's so cool.
Can you magic test it, Julie?
Yeah. Someone who knows
I
magic.
magic test it.
Go ahead and roll
You got your
my
magic
check.
thermometer.
As
Take out
Lil-
my magic
As Lilith is
spyglass.
also peering it over.
So do I get advantage?
And then I want to
No,
use
she
it.
rolled it.
That has a
roll.
bow? Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
one.
Not that great. 10.
Okay.
It's like, then I want to use it.
You rolled a 3 plus 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Lilith then speaks up. And this is a finely crafted bow of drow make, for sure. I'm not sure exactly how long it's been here, but... And then she grabs it out of the air from your mage hand and looks it over. As she peers it over, this is in fact a magical bow, and I do believe that as she kind of pulls the bowstring back, you can see that this blackish liquid starts to drop and coat the bowstring. Well,
Don't you know the first rule of bows, Lilith?
she doesn't like fully extend it.
Oh,
So just like slightly. But also, no, I don't.
Don't do that. You'll break it.
Yeah, I'm not sure the total extent of this, but and then she just immediately hands it over. This seems to be more in your wheelhouse. If you care to use it,
Thank you.
seems to have been left behind.
Oh, but it's so cool. And that's just my hair.
I stand out on the platform and I shoot it across the wall.
Great.
What happens?
We all die and explode.
You can see that the dust glass arrow that you pull, which is firing,
Wait, do I only have dust glass arrows, or do
use
I
some
have?
regular. Yeah.
I think I just want to use a regular one.
Okay, then yeah, the regular one. As you knock it and pull it back, you can see that this blackish liquid that is on the bowstring that's produced by the bow immediately coats the entire arrow before you pull it back. And there's even little like globules of it that kind of float from the bowstring and go around it. And so just as soon as you pull it back, it infuses the arrow, and then there's a little black trail that seeps off from the back of it.
And you're saying it's essentially invisible, like it chameleons into its environment? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that just having this bow in the light, you can tell that it kind of like dims the light around it. It doesn't really have any actual effects to like you or like as you're holding it or anything, but just as like a visual, it seems to choke out light.
Does that dimness follow the arrow as it goes along?
No.
So as Lorelith is holding it, does she appear dimmer being within the sphere?
Yeah, in the sense that like light around her isn't as vibrant, but the torchlight is dim already. But in the bow itself just kind of gets darkened, and it's not like her full body or
And
anything.
the arrow gets covered in a black liquid.
Yeah,
Okay, and then sticks into the wall or something.
it rattles into the stone across the room.
But nothing else happens after that.
Yeah,
Drink the liquid.
you're not sure.
It's like-
You're not sure exactly what it does, but
Does anyone volunteer as trivia?
Shoots into the darkness and you're just a...
You mean you want to stab somebody?
No, I just. Well,
What Buffy.
I would never want to do that. That's crazy.
Julie goes over and takes a little bit of the liquid and does a
Oh my
little
god, you just
skin
did
test.
it. Okay.
Okay. You can do an Arcana check again for that.
Whoa.
Before I do that.
No, while you do that.
Okay, while I do that. Oh, nat 20.
There we go.
27.
Wow.
So for the liquid in particular,
I see the universe.
the little drops that you put on your hand
Drops of Jupiter? Oh.
melts away your skin.
Oh! I say, like, ow.
But not like in a way that an acid would, but it more like leaves behind a space where it's like your skin has shriveled and decayed.
Ow! Like, nobody else do that. What the crap? And I say, okay, well, I believe that this is necrotic. Is that right? Necrotic. This is necrotic damage that this bow is doing. So.
That means like causes decay in anything that it hits.
And not well. What's my name? Tuli. Tuli's.
Oh no.
It also
like,
makes you forget.
I'm just like
who
not
you
even
are.
listening anymore. I'm like, oh my god, ow! With like a
Runs off the top.
like, yeah, with like a water, a little bit more water. I'm like dabbing on to try and get it off.
Ouch.
And then, hold on, Lilith walks across too and grabs the bow, and then she slides her thumb and opens a little bit of a compartment on where you would hold it with your left hand. Or wait, are you right-handed? Okay, cool. Well, you're
That's
holding
what I should.
Is Laura left hand or right hand?
No.
And then she opens it up, and there's a little vial within the bow itself. Oh, and moves that over. There's also a poison that has been inserted into this that I believe if you press this here,
What now?
then you can infuse that necrotic damage with a vial of poison from within the bow.
Whoa.
And so for that matter, if there's poison within the bow, which in this matter there already is, you can have the ability to apply that type of poison to your arrow on top of the necrotic damage as well.
Whoa.
She got all kinds of sick bow.
Cool.
Alright.
I'm feeling the wall for more secret notches.
Can I keep it? I can keep this bow.
How do we not fight over it?
Can I keep it?
She's the only one that has a bow.
Yeah, I'm the only one that has a bow.
Exactly, you already have a bow.
You don't? Do you know how to use a bow and
I know
arrow?
how to use a crossbow.
You don't find
So
anything
no.
else.
So the answer is no.
You don't find anything. Stop.
Please stop.
All the rolls in the world cannot help you find those.
So this is really a dead end? But it's a
Well, we're
watchtower?
just upstairs. Why don't we go around the cavern downstairs? Let's go back down the stairs and go around the cavern.
Chris, what have you done?
Find
I'm so
any
sorry.
more secret
It just
spaces.
got us to a new place.
You did your best. No, it's actually fine. You did your best.
I did.
Yeah,
but
your best.
You don't.
This
seem-
is your best. Obviously.
Usually people are happy with my best.
Tuli says, Chris, like, don't even worry. He's just pissed because he didn't get the bow. It's fine.
Are you good with bows?
If your friends
No, he's
No,
not.
but it matches my hair, bro.
Well,
Maybe
just
she'll let you hold it.
Well,
No.
if she's better than you with it, then she should have it.
Can you not be better than you like that?
You did your best.
He like adjusts his mouth. Better than you. Better than you. I'm sorry. What's up over here?
If your friends always accept your best, are they really your friends?
I thought
Yes?
they liked me for who I was. He does not. Well, he wishes I was someone else.
yeah. Thanks,
Someone
Chris.
better.
I just want you
Better
to
than
grow.
you.
Yeah, I just want you to be better.
I've killed things down here.
Yeah.
You haven't.
I've killed all kinds of stuff.
Down here?
I don't know. I don't even remember. That's how many things I've killed.
I
You know how many crabs I've killed, bro?
That spider almost killed you.
He did turn it
And
into
I'm
a snail,
fine.
though.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
What?
He did turn it into a snail. That wasn't exactly killing.
Alright.
Yeah, I kind of
Dylan
saved
takes
your
out
butt.
No,
his
in-
sleeping bag and puts it on the stairs and sits in it and rides all the way down to the bottom.
What?
Felon.
Carrying on.
Alright.
I walked down the staircase.
So we go back from whence we came?
Can I go downstairs and feel along the walls for a trapdoor?
Sure, you can do an investigation check.
Can I feel along the other walls?
Sure.
Can I also feel along the walls?
Whoa.
15 plus 1, 16.
The wall says, please stop.
Please stop.
Anything less than enthusiastic yes is a no. I'm sorry, Walls.
No, you don't, along the stairwell heading down or anything, you don't find anything.
No, I wanted down the stairs in the cavern.
Yes. Oh, in the just whole cavern.
Yeah.
Doing a big old loop.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, you don't. You find the one way you came and a new cavern to go down.
Oh, new cavern time.
Are we out of the watchtower now?
Yeah.
I was convinced that this was a dead end and there was not a new cavern.
Oh, no. There was a pathway all the way through.
Hey, Chris, I want to tell you that you did an okay job.
Well, I think that you should lead us now.
We should go... What?
You're up.
Me?
Yes.
For the front?
Wow.
Yes.
Chris is sassy.
Chris is being really assertive right now.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of proud of him.
Yeah, me too.
That's something I could never
Julie's
do.
like, that's hot.
That's hot.
Hey,
Well,
he's 16 years old.
This
No,
is
I
the
meant,
best
like,
I could be at
fire
assertiveness. So if you're
holding
okay
a
with that, then
tiny
fine.
ball.
All right, I can do that.
Okay. Who is up with misery up front?
0 people.
I go.
Everyone leads me.
Chris Lone walks towards the middle or the back.
Ooh.
Julie, you said you were up front?
Yeah, I'll go with this.
I'm probably towards the
fell
front
in the
too.
Even though I'm not very perceptive.
Since I slid down the stairs.
What's up?
I'm not in the back anymore since I got downstairs first.
I'll go to the back now.
Okay.
I'll just kind of be wherever I am, I guess.
Should we change that from PIL?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, just like go with the flow.
Nemo!
Just call it fish.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
With a tiny, tiny thing. A tiny, tiny.
You.
Aw, you're a fish.
Where would you like to be in the order?
Find me.
Right here.
That was easy. I went on after Thelen.
Because Finding
Okay.
Nemo.
Oh.
Duh.
Confused.
If you were smarter, you'd have gotten that.
Yeah, because
Me as Joey?
No, Chris Lone says that out of the
Okay.
world. Okay, great.
Into the...
Joey, if you would make a survival check for me.
Oh, I'm not good at surviving.
Get good at it. Grow, says Chris Lone from the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you grow. I'm actually slightly good at everything, so how about you shut up, Chris? It's called Jack of all trades. 16. Ooh.
That is actually slightly good.
Yeah, but what are you the master of?
Performance.
None of your business.
Could you roll a d6 for me after that?
5.
Ooh.
Okay. At this point, we are in a part of the travel that is starting to take days between finding the next kind of like landmark location. Could be a day, could be multiple days. So if with a 5 and that's what I would check you rolled before, okay. If you would just roll a d4 for me as well. You rolled a good survival check, so this is going to be a -2 to how many days it takes you all to get to this next room.
That's a 3.
Okay, so just one day.
One day more.
So before we get to the next room, you all get to a point where you are in caverns, getting ready to make a rest. That you have been walking for another set of several hours, but the only thing you really have to tell you that it's been a long time is the fact that your bodies start to get really tired, and the physical like achiness of continuing to walk up and down caverns and winding around and keeping sure that your footing is safe and that you're not stumbling or anything, that your calves, your legs as a whole just start to get very sore and you just get to a point where you need to call it quit. So, what preparations would y'all take before laying out bed rolls and finding some type of bed?
I mean, I might just tiny that.
Okay.
We're in a cavern, we're not just,
Right.
okay.
So you were in like a 10-foot wide,
10.
Ooh, that's not very big.
yes, and 30-ish foot tall tunnel. That is not so secret, so don't sing.
Secret tunnel!
Are we all cool if I tiny hut and we do like the schmigadoo that we did?
Yeah.
Sure.
The switcheroo.
Make it too.
I
So
can
everybody
start
but
watch.
Wolfie is in the
No,
hut to start.
We're not doing this.
Well, that has to be how it is because we have to get in and out.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
And you have the shortest
Okay.
rest.
Yeah, I have the shortest rest.
He'll survive out there.
Because how wide is your hut?
So wide.
No, will it fit in the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you figure out your radius.
It's 10 feet.
10-foot radius?
10-foot radius.
Okay, so you get.
Wait. 10-foot radius, yeah.
So
Mm-mm.
so you get like half of the is cut out
No.
because it's not wide enough.
5 paper.
Can you put it
But
on
it's
its
a
side?
dome.
Oh yeah, so you can just make bunk beds. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No,
I jump and then do it.
I jumped and then I pressed the rest button.
Put it on its side.
Shoot!
Yeah. So how many does it normally hold?
9.
We're gonna drop that to 6.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say half it.
Well, I think that the radius, the full diameter going down the tunnel, I think that you're gonna get enough 5-foot squares in the DnD mathematical world to do 6 instead of 9. So.
Let's quick
Fantasy
calculate the
math.
volume of a sphere.
I don't want to.
What's the airspeed velocity of a tiny hut?
Did you say airspeed velocity?
Yeah.
Monty Python, come on.
Oh.
Of an African swallow?
Okay, so 4 of us out at a time?
Yep.
Well, can everybody start in it and all scrunch together?
No.
Then we can't do that. Because you can't come in if you don't start in it.
So it's not really worth setting
It's
up.
not
we
worth
should
it.
just
we
not
should
have
just
it.
do normal stuff.
I've been thinking about this, says Chris. I will stay out of the hut for
You
tonight.
certainly will.
Thanks, Chris.
No, we don't.
So will all of us.
Yeah, we're not going to set up that. Thank you for your sacrifice, Chris. We really appreciate it. We're just not going to do it because picking 6 out of the 10 of us that are most valuable is really difficult. So
So fun.
Some of you should be safe.
yeah, we'll all be safe.
I mean, we could just do us and then all the unimportant people that aren't played by.
So we're about to do a long rest, right?
Yeah.
so long.
And stroke off.
Thalen wants to do hallucinatory terrain.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hallucinatory. I
That
said that
sounds
wrong.
metal.
Hallucinatory.
How many mushrooms did you eat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting
what?
after it. You make natural terrain in a 150-foot cube in range, so like
You got
the whole tunnel.
yes.
What the heck?
What does that mean?
Are you a Hokage?
I want it to look like just like the path ends and it's goes down to nothing.
Oh, like a painting of the tunnel.
Yeah,
like
so it looks like
Roadrunner.
it's the edge of the path,
Oh.
and then
Yeah.
we're in the middle of it, so it's 75 feet, 75 feet.
Now we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
Now it's
Now
a
we're
secret
cooking
tunnel.
with
Now it's
Yes.
a secret tunnel. Let's go.
So
I love that.
you see Dylan pulls out a stone, a twig, and a little leaf.
Interesting.
And as he's holding these within his hands, and he starts to just walk through the pathway, and he starts to kind of pace down one tunnel, and then where everyone else is like rolling out their bedrolls, and he paces 75 feet down the other way. And as he's moving these natural elements within his hands, the spores from his body start to spread and attach to the stone walls. And then eventually, each of you, as you're looking in both directions, the tunnels get this transparent stone to them, and then you can see clearly through the illusion, but without that, this just looks like a fully stoned-in tunnel. That anyone who would be outside of it looking forward, it looks like they'd be walking into a stone wall if they tried to get towards you all. For 75 feet in either direction.
That's right.
This lasts for 24 hours and is not concentration, but it took you about 10 minutes to do so. So by the time everyone else is set up for bed, Jacques just kind of steps forward and he's laying down, getting his bedroll ready. This has been already quite a journey. Reminds me, what is your purpose of heading towards this city? What are you all hoping to achieve?
That's a great question. One that we definitely know the answer to.
Nemo probably has the biggest thing at stake.
Yes, there is a Kalishtar being held prisoner in these ruins.
Okay. And you're also, of course, you were protecting Lilith throughout this as well, so...
Of course.
Lilith's grandpappy's stick is quite vital.
Right. And at this point, Lilith is not within earshot as well, and he just leans in. If you were to find this Kalishtar, would we leave, or are you all sticking with Lilith until what she needs is accomplished?
Sticking with it.
Nice. We committed. I don't see how it would help us in the long run to abandon Lilith this far into her journey. Yeah.
Same.
Okay. Of course.
You work at the brass hub.
What is it called? The Emerald Hood.
The brass hood.
Of course. Do you think while we're here and safe and resting that you should try to connect to Remy again?
Not a bad thought.
See if we're any closer to her?
Ashok, do you, just curious, do you have any other goals that you think we should have while we're down here? It almost sounded like you were suggesting something.
And are they SMART goals?
Are they specific, measurable,
Attainable.
realistic, time,
Tarantula.
Sensitive.
Anyone here work for HR?
Is there a question that we should be asking in this interview? And if so, what is that question and what is the answer to that question?
If you could be any kitchen utensil, what would you be and why?
Tarantula.
I don't have this job.
A salad spinner, because it's weird that I'm here, but I'm there when you need it.
Whoa.
A ladle.
And over to you, John.
Spoon.
To be completely... For those of you listening to this at 2 times speed, you can go ahead and just bring that back down to a 1.
Yeah.
Do people do that? They don't like our witty banter?
No, they only listen to the witty banter part.
I don't like it's too mild.
They hate it. Is that feedback we've received?
Slater threatened to
Should we stop?
You should stop.
I have thoughts, says John. Forgive me for asking, but no, I just want to know how deep your loyalty to Lilith runs. I am just curious for when we head back to the surface, and also how long you all plan to hang around, what exactly I can expect from you all. And so I was wanting to know what your intentions were as you were coming down here, and how important they are to you.
I think our goal is to get in and get out, as they say. We're not trying to make Dustforge a home, but we've got some unresolved business that we have to settle, and then we're on our way.
Okay, and is this Remy the reason you all came here?
It's not the reason that we came here.
I don't know the reason.
We came here because Treya was paying us a lot of money to come with her.
Treya.
But Misery doesn't like her, so.
Yeah, I don't know
Nobody
if
likes
she's gonna
her.
give us that.
Show me one person Misery likes.
Show me one person that likes Treya.
I've never met her.
Exactly.
Misery and I are pals. And I would say that my driving force is retrieving Rini from whoever or whatever is holding her hostage.
You're really I see. And how you have asked me about this guiding light figure, and as I have been able to learn at least somewhat that this person is of the Kalishtar background, I'm curious of you as well. How important is this Kalishtar clan that existed here to you? I want to know if you were interested in them, even.
I am truly interested in connecting more with my people and their ways, and the clan that I came from was doing some truly horrible things to those they deemed unworthy of continuing to live and contribute to society. So I would be very intrigued if this Kalishtar society that once lived in these caves were able to follow Numero with more integrity and morality than perhaps the people I came from.
I see. And Nemo is what you said yesterday, is that right?
That is my name, yes.
Care to talk about that?
It is the name that was given by my parents. We Kalishtar all base our names off of a reorganization of the letters of our deity's name. Nemo derives from Numero's name, as all of the Kalishtar that follow Numero do.
Probably run out of names pretty quick. Reba.
This is
Hello, I'm.
so sorry. This is an important moment for your character.
Right.
Just ruined it. Please continue.
Ron.
Is Remy?
Yeah, that's great.
Ronan.
Does Remy follow Numero? Is Remy a?
It's like, I mean, the letters are repeating there. It's already me.
Is it?
Oh, it's R-E-M-E?
I thought it was
Reem?
That's not her full name.
What's her full name?
Remy Wen.
Oh,
So no, so she's not a Numero person.
No, Remy Wen? Yeah.
It's still
The
Ruby.
W is an M upside down.
There's no
Say it again.
Remy Wen?
R-E-M-U-E-N.
Use it in a sentence.
That's just numero, but like a little bit different.
I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Keep talking, Nemo.
Remo.
Right.
R-E-M-U-E-N.
I was trained to follow Numero, and I was trained to follow the ways of my Kalishtar clan. But I learned one day that people that I cared about were using our sacred powers to remove the life force of those that were not deemed valuable and attempt to put their consciousness into stones like this, kind of the stone that I left with you, the husk stone. A long story short, I ultimately, with the aid of someone close to me, I fled my clan, causing great damage and destruction in my wake. I lost people that I cared about, and I felt unworthy to carry the name of my god, for I felt I had failed him. And so I carried the moniker of Pilgrim. I had a unique opportunity in these caverns not long ago to commune with my god, and was able to see that he did not require the penance I was giving myself. Thus I have reconnected with the name I was given by my family.
That is quite a lot.
Indeed.
How are you doing with all of that?
Frankly, I had that meaningful moment, and then we were attacked by a monstrous spider. So there's not been much time to fully think through. The theme of the past few months has been being hurled headfirst into traumatic past and then needing to immediately adjust to more pressing matters. So perhaps if there comes a day that we find ourselves comfortably relaxed at the half-shat, I may
The
be...
what?
Oh, yes. You see, back in Populous, we bought a home, the Half-Shat. It's where we conceptually call our home, though I don't know how much time we've truly spent in there, perhaps a night or two. But
Actually, a couple of weeks, but sorry.
a couple of weeks.
It flew by.
Time flies when there's spiders and aboleths, so am I. And,
Here.
yep. So, anyways, what was your question?
I imagine Jacques like, I just asked what you thought the temperature was.
Let me answer your question with another question. Why all the questions?
Way to shift the attention. look, maybe, and he looks around because all of this has been pretty public with everyone else in the party. Look, maybe just walk with me for a moment. And then he stands up and starts to walk down the cavern back the way that you all had came.
Walk with you where?
Okay, buddy.
Don't leave the illusion.
I go with him. Do I have to roll for walking?
No. Maybe only 40 feet away from where everyone else is lying down.
It was a 17, so you walk.
I did really good.
I'm so glad for you. Jock rolled better than you.
Dang it. He's walking
He's so good at
You
walking.
can't help but feel so jealous right now.
Damn it. I want to walk that good.
In a very important and specific moment for your character, as Jacques steps forward, he has a little, kind of like a satchel bag off to his side that is under the little cowl. And so he pulls the cowl to the side, lifts open, and then you can see that the saddlebag is magically enchanted to hold more than it looks like it should hold. And he pulls out a chest that you've seen before. It's a small box, and it is the one that was at the back of his shop. And so he passes this forward and says, look, I've had no business to be holding on to such a particular artifact towards the Kalashtar that once lived in these caves. And hearing the journey that you have had thus far, I do believe that this should belong to you. And he just immediately passes forward the box holding the dagger that you looked at from the shop.
Wow. I eat it. Cool. Well, I open the box.
There was a dagger within that belonged to the guiding light. And so as you look down at it, the handle of it looks like it's made from two separate twisting pieces of gold and silver. And so from that it spirals around until you get to like the knob or the head of the dagger. And that particular piece has it's just a bunch of tiny inlets of the shapes of like a star bursting out in light, and so you can see those were all like hammered into the orb that's at the end of the handle, and then the blade itself is kind of like twisted back and forth. So it's not just a straight blade, but it has that kind of like curved nature to it.
Like a scimitar.
Yeah,
Is that how you say it?
scimitar.
Yeah, that.
So Numero has 2 E's?
Yes. He has lots
You
of
can repeat that.
Okay. I let the cat down. And then I...
Look, I cared a lot about this moment and giving this to you.
I was like, oh, a cave cat.
These are common and normal.
that rock followed Lilith down here, and it's just been glaring at Tully the whole
Who's
time.
bad rock? Okay.
Her cat. Her cat, that's mean.
No, I'm joking about how we can never remember its name.
I very
Alright.
reverently raise the dagger from the box. And I say, I thank you for this gift. It is priceless, and I appreciate your returning this symbol of the Kalashtar history to one of its own.
I know you don't know much about who once owned this or the clan that lived down here, but I trust that if you were to learn more, or even just that it is in your hands, it is in a better place, that you would take care of it.
Thank you.
He just turns and starts to head back.
And I was assuming that it's like attack roll, or it's like a plus 11 or something.
Maybe. I have it
I thought he
created.
was going to say something serious. How crazy of me!
By the time your long rest is over, I'll just let you know that it's a +2 dagger. So to all of your rolls and damage, you'll add 2 to it. But every time it hits a Duragar, a Drow, or a Vampire, it automatically crits.
Woo! Kill Lilith. I mean, no.
Look what I found.
What does this do? Only one way to find out.
But she's already dead.
It'll require attunement, but you can do that over this night as well. At your character sheet, it might take a minute, but
Nice.
okay.
You can battle your
You also in the resting period, and you've been trying to attune to this ring. It feels like it's searching for something, and so once you finally rest and sit with it, and you rolled significantly higher Arcana the last time as you were like looking over the stuff that's been going on. So I'll just carry that over with this. This ring is bound to another ring, and so its particular powers are half complete. And so somebody else would need to attune to the other ring for this ring to be able to be
Chad the
used.
Paladin.
Sir William.
Do I sense that it is attuned to someone else?
You don't know. It's a good question, and I appreciate you asking it, but you're not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have any idea of what its abilities, when fully realized, would be?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. So this particular ring is the ring of the Guardian. You see that within the runes of it, and
The Guardian, starring Kevin Costner and Ashton Kutcher from last episode.
Once again.
So good. Wait.
He mentioned it last episode.
Because the whole movie's about the safe distance to fall into water and
if the wearer of this ring sees the person attuned to the other ring as being attacked, then this person could teleport to receive that attack.
Whoa!
There's something else within this ring too, but that you're not sure of. But there's that at least.
another aboleth.
Just
No,
get
there's another ability that this ring has.
okay.
That
The other person that has it is Tari.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Oh no! Okay, so Tuli says that to the group, and then she says, I mean, it seems like it might be something that would be helpful to you, Gwen, but I mean, we don't have the other ring, so I guess I'll keep it until I sense the other person. Maybe it's Sir William in the caves, but I mean, unless you want to take it and attune to it now.
It is true that you don't have enough jewelry, so you should
Right.
keep it.
I mean, which finger do I put it
A
on?
little bland.
Right?
Do you think if it was for Sir William, he would have just teleported to him? Or maybe there's a range to the teleport?
It seems like there must be some kind of range because I can't sense another person unless maybe no one has it. It's lost. No, I did attune to it.
Yeah.
I did, and I can't sense anyone else. That either means they're out of range or no one has attuned to the other one and it's lost.
Yeah.
So
Or they're just not in danger, right?
I think I would sense the other person having the ring.
Oh.
I may be wrong about that. I need to pray to my God and just see like what my God thinks about that. God, I think that I would sense the other person even if they weren't in danger. Is that true? Just like give me clarity.
Is there a range to the teleport?
You'd have to be able to see the attack.
Okay.
So only if they're under attack would I know they had the ring. What I'm saying is, if I come into a room with a person who has the other ring or within range, would I know that person has?
Yeah,
would I sense it?
you would be able to like. With your being attuned to this ring, the person who's attuned to it and wearing it would be able to know when that is attached to somebody else.
Okay.
So, yes.
Tuli is going to take it off and say,
And then put it back on.
Gwen, I think that this would be a good tool for you. It's kind of useless right now, but if we find the other one, it could be really helpful.
Oh, now it's really
So now
funny.
you have to attune to
But
it?
I think it really brings out the quietness of your eyes.
Aw, especially if one of the spiders is wearing it.
Yeah, you can take the hit for the spider.
I found this useless ring that made me think of you.
Chew on it.
Do not listen to Nemo. That is not all what I meant.
And also, your eyes make no sound.
Does it fit my beefy fingers?
So, at first, as
I'm a
as it
meaty
attunes
boy.
to Tuli, it is too small for your finger. But as you're holding it, it then enlarges, and you're able to,
Wow. I thought I could turn it into a nose ring. Okay.
if you want to, you could. Do it. Nose ring
huge
of
bull
the
boy.
Guardian.
Do it.
Put it on my pinky since you planned for that.
Great.
Tuli is also going to investigate her wand again with this long
Right, you
rest.
can go ahead and do your Arcana.
Okay.
So are you gonna try to talk to Rainy? Or?
Yeah.
We're
I mean, everyone's doing other stuff. I'll say yeah.
Gosh dang it, 12. You said 15, I think.
I did.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Also, we should have you roll for your thread
Thread
reverse.
reverse. Oh, yeah, okay.
For this next day.
I will do so.
Nemo, go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Whoa. An 18 and a 1.
That's great.
That's
Very
great.
polarizing.
Wow.
That's very helpful.
Intelligence check, you said?
Yep.
See how smart you are.
That's too bad. I rolled a 5.
Yeah. Sorry. As you're just trying to clear your fog tonight. Seems a little too opaque.
Dang.
As we're sitting around the fire, Thule's are we sitting around the fire? No.
I don't even know if y'all made a fire, but you are sitting around.
As we're sitting around
good
where the
place.
fire would be.
Yes.
If we made one.
And you were longing for where a fire should be.
Yeah, okay, Thule has cast Produce Flame and is just kind of like longingly holding it towards where a fire would be. She's going to say, have you guys given any more thought to the prophecy that we're supposed to be fulfilling? I was just thinking about that. I wondered, I don't know if this will be an opportunity to where we're going, if there'll be a chance to fulfill one of the lines, but yeah, we don't have to have a big discussion about it. I just wondered if y'all had any other thoughts.
I mean, maybe Nemo's kind of already fulfilled it about the gods thing, right?
Do you want me to remind you what it is?
Yeah, he found a god that...
You sound like you don't remember what it is.
Julie says, I definitely remember what it is, and it is, the unexpected visitor must find the one who visited them unexpectedly. We said we thought that might be Thelen. We said the broken one must choose to restore their bonds to whom they will learn to trust. We said that might be Misery. We said the one cold to the Creator must give her what they cling to closest, and we said that might be Loreleth.
Wait, you specifically said...
We said might.
The one called to the Creator must give her what...
Her being the Creator.
Got it.
Yeah.
The inheritor of spirits shall shatter their blood right. We said that might be Pilgrim. And we said the one who had lost it all and received it back must give even more, which might be me because I died several times. And we said, and the one who feels they have nothing to offer will find their greatest gift. We said that might be Gwen.
That's definitely Gwen.
We don't think the inheritor of spirits could be
I think that's me.
this guy?
Yeah, it definitely could be.
I don't know. I could be any of the, I don't know. I'm such a...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Well,
Dragon on trees!
Is that your next song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't really have any more information, so we're just kind of speculating, but I just wanted to keep it fresh in our minds.
What do
as
we
a party.
think that Nemo could have fulfilled?
The broken one must choose to restore their bonds to whom they will learn to trust. That could... Nemo, what do you think?
He changed his
Could that
He
be
did
you?
change his name. That feels like a big deal.
Did you restore your bond?
Return to my original name, and I am continuing my journey to reconnect with Numero, I suppose. So I can see it fitting.
Shatter your blood right, like the stones that you have? Are those your blood right that you're supposed to be taking back to your dad? Are you supposed to shatter those?
What stones are you talking about?
Do I know about those?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Forget it.
I mean, you know of the soul stone. You don't know that he has some now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say maybe you're supposed to break one of those or something.
Yeah, Misery, do you have any stones like gall or kidney? That
If you
you're
had some, maybe
aware
you're
of?
supposed to shatter them. I don't know.
Just made it very rude.
I don't know why that would do anything for me.
Well, it's your blood right, but I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
but I don't
You mean the prophecy in general?
Yeah, I don't really believe
Yeah.
that.
Well, just thinking about it.
Just a bunch of words.
I guess, but the goddess floating in the pool, that was real. And she said this is how we get the gods back.
That was a Nebia, right?
Yes. If
Well-
we want that, maybe we don't want
want
that.
the god?
But if we want that, this is how we do it, apparently. According to her.
Didn't Nemo shatter some stones?
Did you?
Quite literally?
I shattered the husk stone
Yeah.
in
Oh.
the laboratory.
Does something light up when we do it? I don't know. How do we know if we do it?
They're all about you.
A rooster will crow 3 times.
I guess we just keep moving forward. There's no way to know. But
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So
One
That's what a prophecy
step
is.
forward and 3 steps back. On the love of your life until
Are we just
I
resting
make
now?
you
I think so.
mad.
Y'all are running some of the show, you know?
long resting.
Yes.
Whoa!
Okay, good
Everybody can long
night.
rest.
I don't even need it.
Nice. I do because I used my level 4.
You did use your level 4.
I do because I burn my hand.
Yeah.
Burn my foot.
You didn't just burn it, you turned it into a zombie.
Yeah, apparently.
Zombie hand. And we magically level up to level 50.
Whoa. That'd be nice.
What's the highest level you can be?
20.
Good morning.
Not to 50!
To quick note it, we don't need to do a watch. Nothing really happens over the night, so you're able to exchange.
Great.
But who would be doing watch, and also if there are any like particular one-on-one conversations throughout that you'd like to have, we can do that, or we can just move through.
I would be doing watch, but I do not care about talking to anyone.
Okay.
I probably would have done watch as well since I made the illusion.
Yeah.
So I would have just probably wanted to make sure that it lasted.
Anybody you particularly have a one-on-one with?
No. I feel like me and Oba probably would have walked down into the illusion a little bit and just kind of thought about where we've come over the last, what has it been? Month since I've met everybody? Maybe 3 weeks or something?
About 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So probably just some alone time. There's not... Oba is the only nature-filled thing right now that I feel like I can connect with, since we're just in like a stone tunnel. So just sitting with her and kind of hanging out.
Sorry, what happened? How did we do that?
Did you guys break your nose?
We keep trying to type over each other.
You'll wake up at some point in the next resting period, having no sun to rise and let you know what time of the day it is either. But you get to a point where Shuli finally wakes up, as everyone else has been up and ready to move. As you all still have some dry rations, I'm sure you're like eating. You don't currently have any actual food for that matter. I think I said there was a certain amount of dry rations you have, but I think as long as we don't get to 2 weeks down here, y'all are fine on that. So you all wake up and are ready to continue down the cavern. Any change of order or address to be given before you all continue down?
Hey, you guys still want me to be in the front?
I feel like I would walk to the front to lead since my thing was still lasting. So I feel like
Sick.
I'll take lead.
I was going to say you should,
Kinda
says
chilling.
Chris. You just kinda looked over to us.
Yeah, Chris, how about you go back into the back there?
I hoped to.
Nice. They need you back
Already
there.
going.
Just behind you.
Turn over, perception check on Chris. What's his vibe?
Inside.
Chris is really sad that he's
Don't
not a
ask for
line
skill
leader.
checks. Just tell me what you're trying to do.
Oh.
I'm trying to perceive if he has dust on his shoulder.
What's Chris's whole deal?
What's his vibe?
I rolled a 16 plus 10, 26.
Gosh, what a waste!
5 check.
A couple of things are happening. One of them is that you can tell he feels like burned and slighted by misery, and so his response to that is to just kind of jab back. And so he's been trying to just intentionally do that for his own sake. And every time he says something like that, like he gets a little nervous before it, but then whenever he says it, he just feels like just a little confident. And he's just walking away. In addition to that, too, that confidence piece, you can tell that he's hanging onto the hammer just like a bit more confidently. And he, as you're looking over it, it's not just confidence. Like he just has this like kind of ease about him that he's developing some form of familiarity with what's going on. It's only been a couple of days, but
Went into the caverns of boys, coming out of man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of not asking for skill checks, can I try to intimidate him?
Oh no! Freaking jerk!
When I say like go to the back, I'm like
Go to
You stand up
Go
on
to
your
the back.
tippy toes
Yeah.
to get
I
taller
like get
than
really
him.
tall.
I'm intimidated.
Because What's yours?
I'm like, I'm 4 years older than you. Go to the back.
You're this many, but I'm this many.
Yeah.
Wait, are you? I thought you were also 16.
No, he's
I'm 20.
20.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He just acts like it. Go ahead, roll an intimidation check.
Little did he know.
That one.
I know, that would be so great.
15s.
Okay, yeah. A little bit of fire flickers in your eyes as you do it. And, at first, you didn't think he heard you, but then he just like turns over and looks back, and you're still holding your posture and everything, and he just quickly like he's gonna keep going forward.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys just looking in between each other.
And then I do a backflip. No, I'm just kidding.
The like the most mundane level of backflip that like doesn't require
Yeah.
Whatever level of backflip
Doesn't
like
require
right below.
you to
standing still. That's the
Okay,
version.
that's fair.
So
Thelen would notice that and feel kind of sorry for him. And would generate, I googled this, I didn't know what it was. I googled masculine flowers.
They don't exist.
Oh, they do.
Mushrooms.
There's one called a Sweet William.
Jumbo shrimp.
Oh,
Leather,
sweet
William?
the paladin?
Sweet William. Sweet William.
Oh, sweet William.
Thelen,
My curls.
I make a flower that doesn't feel like if I gave it to him, it would be like giving someone a
yes.
freaking Shirley Temple or whatever.
Wow, that is the most masculine
Isn't that a cool
flower
flower?
I've ever seen.
It's
cool. It's red.
That is really cool.
Wow.
So,
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Thelen makes that for him,
Yeah.
and
Red, sweet William.
I just say let his words strengthen you.
It's just a flower with a bullet.
And they handed the flower and walked to the front.
Wow.
The caverns changed me. I'm not Sir William. I'm Sweet William.
They do look really cool though.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Breck's Asiatic Lily.
A beef jerky flower.
It's Breck, the name Breck. Breck's Asiatic Lily.
Is it cool? Is it black?
It's like black, burnt, orange.
Gosh,
Heck yeah.
who's the Prince of Flowers on Game of Thrones? It starts with an L.
I don't know. When I
Didn't he-
searched masculine flower arrangements,
No.
the first thing that came up
Starts
was
with an L.
beef jerky flower.
Oh, I saw
galore,
that.
so-
I
Yes.
went past it.
It's episode 1, so it's not really a spoiler. Didn't he die in episode 1?
No, but
No,
close
but
after. No, he died way later.
later.
One of the flowers
He's
is
had an
brother.
arc.
He died in
That's
the
like, I want to give him some
Morris had an arc.
he died in the wildfire explosion.
He does like there's when he does walk back looking kind of defeated, but then you do this and he takes it. He does look a little confused, but then your words, he just immediately hangs on to them. Yes, thank you.
Aww.
Puts
Tucks
it
it
on
in.
like a corsage.
Well, he's just
to
wearing
know.
like a very like plain like canvas shirt. It's like not any type of like armor or anything. And so he like goes to awkwardly kind of tuck it, and then he's got his like little waistband for his pants, and he's just like he kind of tucks it into his little pants.
Dolores Tyrell.
Yeah. I kept wanting to call him Lorelith, and I knew that was wrong.
13 flowers to include for masculine floral arrangements.
Great. So as
13
we
flowers are
continue down
allowed.
this
Great.
who's leading now?
Me.
Okay, great. Go ahead and just make a perception check for me.
Perception check.
Seed pods.
The most masculine flower is not a flower, it's a pod.
A pod. Seed pods.
Smash pod.
18.
Okay, great. As you're walking down the tunnel, you get to a point where the echoes kind of stop as you all are walking. You can hear where the footfalls were coming back to you through the caverns, but then eventually it gets to a point where like you're taking steps and it's not echoing back, and you know that means like it's opening back up again, but also to a pretty open area. And then you eventually turn this corner, and the pathway that y'all are walking on, the walls open out, and then the floorway just like drops, and there is a open abyss to the sides of the pathway that then leads out of this particular tunnel.
They also did a roadrunner to the tunnel?
Maybe.
Wow.
I mean, the pathway continues, but it is over this extreme depth.
It's like a
of darkness.
bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a bridge or is it like a cliff straight down underneath the bridge? Do you know what I mean?
Like a Khazad-dûm vibe?
Or is it like a straight cliff and just abyss on either side, but there's like rock all the way under the bridge?
Is there like
You see what I'm
troubled
saying?
water under the bridge?
I'm not being clear.
It is darkness. As what you do see is off to the left side, you can see where the cavern continues, and everything underneath of that is dark to black. And onto the right side, you can't quite see because you haven't stepped out across yet, but you can see just open darkness. And so it's a straight path ahead, and at least from this vantage point, you just don't see the floor to the side of this bridge.
Okay. I would just yell back and say, we've got another opening, and then stand still and wait for the people with... How long does their mushroom vision last?
It's past by this point.
Mushroom vision.
I want to, I guess, wait for Lilith. I was going to say catch up to her, but she's in the back.
Yeah.
Ish. To ask her if she, if this is jogging any memories, if she recognizes anything.
I've never taken this path before, but I recognize that one. And as she steps forward across, like, we're talking maybe 120 feet away, very, very off towards the edge of the dim light that y'all have going on between some of your torches and light, you can see that there's 2 to 3 other bridges like this in this particular opening. And so they're very far apart, but this seems to be some type of like crossing pathway between multiple different caverns throughout this, and they're all over this expanse as this chasm just completely continues to drop, and you don't see a base or a bottom. And so there's the side wall, as you can see. You can see another wall where other tunnels and caverns are going this way. Another wall from the bridge is on the opposite end, so you can see both ends of them, but all the way across you cannot see where this room would be enclosed either.
One more time, so we can see, we're coming on the pathway like this. We can see a cliff face here. To the left, it's just black. We can't see anything.
Flip it.
Okay,
But for whatever that's worth.
And then way down, we see the bridge we're on, branches.
You're
1,
on
2,
a
3,
bridge that is off on its own, and then there are multiple other bridges.
that we can't access. There's no
cannot
connection.
access. Yeah.
They're off to the
And
side.
she's taken one of those in the past.
Yeah, she said, I've been here before, just not on this particular path. I've been on one of the lower.
This is all still in the watchtower.
And we can't see where they end.
You just see the wall on either end where they...
There's a big tree with a spike.
Is it safe here? Do you remember any danger specifically in this room?
I mean, falling is one of them. But,
Sure.
There's
Like creatures.
nothing that lurks here or calls this its lair, no.
Oh yes, the Burkashka.
What's that?
It's an old Russian grandmother that lives down into the depths.
No, that's babushka.
Mama babushka.
Kill the Russian grandmother.
Well, just in case she's lying. I don't know why. I feel like she could be lying, but she might be.
You can try to find out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I would rather just use a second level spell slot to cast Primeval Awareness.
Okay.
Keep.
Read off the list for me one more time.
Oh my gosh. I want to see if there's anything in these depths, like a fat dragon that burps up fire.
You're there already. Here we go. Oh.
It's in actions, it's not in spells. Sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. Obviously, Lilith is one of them. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or
And
undead.
roll a perception check for me as well.
Oh, man. It's a 6.
Oh, we could do Joffrey for funsies.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
gonna say. Can we do Joffrey?
Yeah.
Sure.
Joffrey.
But you get plus a lot.
I get plus 6, it
Joffrey.
would have been 12.
Never Joffrey.
Joffrey?
We didn't
We
drop the last one.
Oh,
We
fine.
didn't Joffrey in the last one.
We're about to use Norse Foundry's sponsored Joffrey to add 5 to this new roll. Get yourself a boulder. They're chonkin' boys.
It's 6.
Big chunky.
Damn it.
That's still good.
Plus 6, right?
8
19.
plus 6 plus 5 is 19.
8 plus 6.
No. Is that right?
Yeah,
19.
Absolutely. You step off onto the bridge and ping out this awareness that you would have. And then
My special gift.
when you open your eyes out of that, of course, the only undead that you sense within the list of all other potentials, you get your Lilith ping, as always. And as you were surveying out towards the other bridges, they do not ping from primeval awareness. However, you see two figures walking side by side across the farthest bridge,
Oh no.
heading off in the same-ish direction that you are, in the sense that they're coming from the same cliff wall, heading towards the same cliff wall that y'all are heading towards, and there's just two of them walking shoulder to shoulder. Walking.
Can I see what they look like? Like, do they just look like shadows, or do they like look like?
They look humanoid. They look like they're wearing some lightish traveling gear.
It's not like they look like tree creatures or whatever. Oh, those would have been picked up if they were the tree things
So as you
that attacked us in the
correct,
west.
they would have been picked up, and they were not.
Okay. So, hey, everybody.
Hello.
There's two people down there.
Where?
People.
Over there. I don't know if we want to.
Felon turns into a bat.
Bats.
Yeah.
And gets as high as he can.
Like, bro,
and
what
is
we doing
as
this
quiet as he can.
Bat!
And I hand him the knife.
That's how bad vision.
They have bad vision?
They use echolocation.
Yeah, they go.
You can
They don't
echolocate
do
off
this.
them.
Would I be able... I would still have my human sight, wouldn't I?
It's a bat.
Is he a felon just that can fly as
All
a
of
bat?
your physical. Let me double check this for us.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that's how bad vision is.
You're a bat with human.
That's really
I'm a bat, but I still have like arms and legs.
Oh my god, what's wrong with that bat?
I'm a bat, but I
Eyes
wear
are bigger than
contacts.
its butt.
It has glowing blue eyes.
I just want it to be
That's
like
so
vision.
What did that bat
funny.
eat?
That's why they echolocate, because they can't see.
Oh my god, is that a bat? I can't even tell.
They eat croissant?
But a bat would make sense in the cave.
All of your
It would.
all of your physical attributes become that of the beast that you turn into, but all of your you still think and
Like he's a
you
circle.
have all of your mental of you. So you would actually get kind of blinded. You would know this going into it. You would be kind of blinded by this
But
process.
he
and
can still see some.
So I wouldn't be able to recognize what it was.
recognize what it is.
What the two figures are.
Through the echolocation you would have from the bat, you'd get a good sense of information, and you'd be able to hear them pretty well if you were to go down and circle around
There
and
we
all
go.
of that.
Okay.
We're so surgery.
No, you're fine.
You.
I don't want to turn into a hawk or a falcon.
How did that
Because they'd be like, why is that down there?
I turned into a bug.
Is that a
You
spare?
know how long it would take me to get over there? And what type of bugs are down
You
there?
could
that are
turn it
flying?
into a bat and then a bug.
I want to know if
Bugs
you're
have
allowed.
crazy eyes too.
I want to know if you're allowed to turn into an animal combined with a human. That's amazing to me.
Is that a moth with eyes and teeth?
I just
Yeah, it's not.
the wings of a bat.
Meanwhile, they hear all of this.
Alright, I already said it, so we'll stick with bat. And I'll learn for future.
Oh man, you better learn.
I fly over as a bat.
He's a bat with
indistinctly,
glasses.
I'll learn for
He's a bat with glasses.
To just see what's going
A
on.
yellow hat that says goat on
To
it.
hear what's going on, please.
To hear.
Yeah.
kind of.
As you flutter and head across the cavern, and you do give out the little chirps and try to find them, you get waves as you send these sounds out where all of these bridges, so there's about 5 of them that you get a sense of, just ping and pick up in the tunnels across. But then you can also clearly hear the voices of 2 people. There are 2 women that are walking through. And one of them says, Rachel.
Stop it.
Women don't
Sorry.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna put it in the group chat. Don't worry.
What's this?
I looked up something funny pertinent to our discussion, and I will put it in the group chat.
Momentum is broken.
I'm so sorry. Please
we will
keep
hop
going.
back into it. No.
Restart.
You do your thing.
Restart.
You do your
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Well, I'll do it later.
I see 5 bridges.
You see 5 bridges.
And 2 women.
Okay. How about I just
voice-
show you?
Oh,
no,
okay, we're back on that. I guess.
Okay, no. You see, okay, women, 2 women.
And you hear the voices as you start to fly across. And you let me know if you would stop at any point, but I'm going to narrate their whole walk across the bridge. Okay. One of them says, I know they've moved through this way. I'm certain we will catch up with them soon. And then the other one. I want to get to them before they get to the city. I don't know what they are after. And then the other. I know, but I think, well, we will do our best to find them, but we cannot control everything. Well, get us there faster, says the other. And so they're in this little bit of a bicker around it where the first one says, or the other one says, well, we're going to stop them once we find them anyway, so why does it really matter where? And then the first, I want to stop Lilith from doing anything that she wishes to achieve before she gets to that city.
I wouldn't have stopped, and I wouldn't have changed my flight. If there were insects in the air or whatever, I would have
eaten a couple of them.
I'm just a bat!
Don't mind me!
And I'd even say after they finished talking, I wouldn't immediately leave, just to continue with whatever.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage for me.
Eyelashes.
This is going to be with the stats of a bat.
That one's a 16. You said perception?
It's the bat stats. Roll twice. Just let me know what's on the die.
16
Probably good perception, right? Or
and
the blind?
16.
Okay. I'll text you.
Wow.
That bat sure is flying like a human.
That's from the movie.
Oh.
Is he wearing it?
I fly around while waiting for Dan's text.
Is it carrying a phone?
Yeah. Why does that bat have the eyes, teeth, and phone of a person?
What's a phone? Fantasy phone. Sending stuff.
Rachel, was there something you wanted to share?
Oh yeah, she
done
did send
Would
it.
I know that? I would remember that.
Oh my god.
You have met both of those people.
See why I
But
exclaimed?
I probably wouldn't remember their names.
Yeah, you would. You're good.
Okay.
What the heck, Rachel?
You see why I exclaimed now?
What are you doing?
From what we do in the show.
Okay. Felon flies back as you all anxiously await.
Yes. Completely focused.
I can't communicate to them when I'm in bat form, can I? I shift out of bat form.
Go!
And I say, it appears we have followers. Taribod and Farlane South Cove are trying to stop us. So would they be able to see our torches?
Wait, did he say Farlane?
I was like, are we sure it's Farlane?
Oh,
shh! Are we sure it's Farlane and not Spaghetti Monster Farlane?
Whose lane is gone?
We don't know that.
Well, crap.
Oh. I feel like we're still right on the edge, right? I can't change what I did. I feel like I would probably fly back into the tunnel a little bit and form out and gesture to everybody to come back into the tunnel.
Yeah.
And say, the two people that you saw were, is it Tari? Tari and Farlane.
Unfortunately.
And it appears that they're looking for us. So, we need to be prepared. Whether they're alone or not, we don't know. But they seemed very persistent in stopping us, whether now or at our final destination.
Stopping us from what?
From getting to the city.
Huh.
So, what's her name? The woman that we're following?
Lilith.
Lilith. Lilith is with us, obviously. Lilith, they mentioned specifically wanting to stop you from getting to the city. So I'm not sure if they know something we don't, or if they're just on a mission to finish what they tried to at your mansion.
It seems like the grasping at the convenience that we are no longer in the city of Dustforge and instead, well, appropriately, back where things were different.
Julie moves to the edge as close as she can be without being out on the bridge and is has gotten very quiet and is crouching down, staring across the cavern as if she's wishing that she could be over there she doesn't really know what, probably attacked already. But she's just kind of crouching there, staring across the way, just straining her eyes just to see them.
Well, it seems like our advantage is they don't know that we know that they're there. Perhaps it's time for some stealth maneuvering.
So we'll have the element of surprise!
Screams misery.
Maybe did they say anything about how close or far away they think they are to us?
It seemed like they were just trying to find us. And clearly, if Lilith doesn't know how to get to that bridge, then they're probably fairly distant. But I think that they just know that we're down here and maybe have found some traces. But
I'm just curious if they think that we're ahead of them or not.
it seemed as though they were tracking us down and trying to catch up.
So, what if we hang back here
And they get in front.
and they get in front, and then we have the upper hand?
I think that we would have the upper hand through the tunnels, but if they got to the city before us, then they would have the upper hand.
Okay.
Julia's still staring across the way, like with her back to y'all, and she says, Lilith, are there bodies of water in the city?
Whoa.
Fountains that have been decommissioned. There is one lake with a waterfall off towards the east side. I will continue thinking on this. Good call.
Julie says, if we're going to take them out, we've got to cut them off before they get to that water, or they'll bring in reinforcements.
They could come in
Like
in
they
a
did
bucket
through
of
the
paint.
bucket.
Waterworld, some might say.
We should also note that for the lake that we rested by before.
Oh, yeah.
Like a pincer movement?
If we fight
Like
close
they come
to
in
that,
behind us?
or there may be more behind us.
Julie's still staring.
How long has it been? Like, is my illusion still back there? So, like, we know we have...
It's a full day. Yeah, it just sits there all day. 24 hours.
So we have a little bit of...
Yeah.
Somewhat of a buffer, unless they can...
It's maybe been 10 to 12 hours.
Okay.
Since when you put it to sleep now.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So we have 12 hours just of that protection behind us.
What does Lilith think about the fact that that's Far Lane?
Right.
Ask her.
Okay. Well, no, Tully's not gonna ask. She's hyper fixated right now.
Can we?
Okay. No.
To be fair, I was going to do this before that comment, but
Yeah, go ahead.
can we talk about the fact that we watched Farley die and here she is? What does that mean?
I am blown away.
I am shocked and appalled.
I wasn't even at that fight, remember? I was looking at the tree.
Yeah. You didn't even see her linguini.
This has totally caught me by surprise. Wow. Farlane is dead.
Right? That's what we thought.
I hope we're not all
I
actually
thought we
talking
did.
about it like that.
I don't know why y'all are being weird.
Because we told her... No.
Stop.
She's dead. We killed her.
Yeah. Keep
And
talking.
got her
Lilith,
reward.
have you heard, do the South Globes have an ability to cheat death that you were aware of?
I've not heard of this.
Seems like we need to finish the job we swore to do.
I swear that we killed her already.
I know that he believes that. So I don't doubt you.
Okay, good. I mean, I could just...
Is she truth zoning us?
How to do stuff.
She did that before. She did that when I met her.
Oh yeah, she doesn't.
What do you make of her being in front of us now?
There must be a clone.
We were tracked by her sister in the city,
Yes. Which
and she seemed to think that we weren't. She said that she was alive, but no, am I wrong?
Tully is doing nothing. Tully is staring across.
You're good. Keep going.
Am I wrong in saying that?
no.
I am wrong to gesture my head. That's metagaming. That I am wrong.
I mean, I wasn't even there for the fight, so I probably shouldn't even be talking. But no. Okay. I mean, I already said it.
You were a dog when the sister took
Right, I was a dog.
You were a dog.
Didn't we run into
More than usual.
Farlane's family member or sister in the city when we were on the way to the tower?
We did. And it wasn't clear if she was bluffing or not, but she seemed to behave as if Farlane still lived.
You saw Farron?
We did.
Ah.
She was stalking us in the city as we were going to visit the Temple of the Chain. So,
The chain is the one that was with the smoke and stuff.
indeed. It seems like it might be time to put the poison darkness boat to good use.
Ooh!
That's starting a fight that I don't know that we're ready for.
Wait, I feel like we killed the Farlane that was the problem. Well, no, this Farlane's obviously a problem.
We certainly don't know if there are multiple Farlanes, which is crazy.
If if this Farlane is a daughter of the South Cove family, then we are hunting
And Tari.
I mean, she's obviously bad.
Yeah.
I
And
agree
also-
with you. We just don't. I'm a firm believer in not taking a step until you fully know your surroundings. And I feel like us shooting the poison bow at either of them in this moment is beginning a fight that we're not prepared for.
They are out of eyesight at this point.
Yeah, I was about to say, they probably...
Tully's gonna say, Lilith, do you have any memory of the terrain between here and the city?
I do not know specifically where we are at right now, but once we are in that city, I am confident that I will know where to go and how to maneuver and get us into a good position.
Is there a place for an ambush that's far away from water?
Within the city?
Yes,
Of course,
or between
yes.
here and there.
It depends on what route we are in once we get near the city, but once we get there, I should be okay. I've not been in the city before, but
Wait, what?
I've never made it back. I've lived my whole life on the surface. I tried to get back with the odd company, but then they left and I had to make my life.
Tully stands and turns back and looks at Jacques, Chris, and Lilith and says, Tari is an incredibly dangerous enemy, and I can only assume the same is true of Farlane. This is not your fight, but we need to know, will you fight with us?
Chris. Immediately. I am willing to fight anything that you all are going to fight. I am here for this.
I would die for Riley.
And my hammer.
Tully grabs Chris's face and says, thank you. Just kidding, she doesn't do that.
Jacques,
It's like, there's a spark between them.
No. He's underage.
All right.
Jacques, you can see him with a little bit of admiration looking towards Chris, but then just looks down, looks back up. I have nothing to offer. I am sorry, but I will be at a safe distance and hope you all the best. If there is anything you need back from Dustforge, I will send a message, but I hope I am not needed.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers are fine.
Guys. He said he feels like he has nothing to offer.
Kill him for the prophecy! No,
Maybe the prophecy isn't the six of us.
Whoa.
Maybe it's Jacques and 5 of his friends.
Our whole campaign is just next to someone else's more important
That
campaign.
could be a twist.
When the baby has the friends we meet along the way.
No way.
Yeah.
Lilith, then, after Jacques offers his life up for the prophecy, I have.
Who's cat?
I intend to, and if I can, will offer my aid and would particularly enjoy being the one that takes Farlane out of this world. Your obvious situation with Tari, I believe we should maybe leave to your hands.
I would like that.
Lilith, I don't mean to sound presumptuous,
If I can.
but every time we've been in a situation
I
where
caution you not to doubt me. I have mainly let you all protect me as I have observed.
I'm not doubting you, I was just curious what your strengths are, as we clearly like to enhance the strengths of those around us in our combat. Knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are can help us protect you even better.
Where do you see yourself in 5 hours?
Trust that those will be revealed at the time they need to be. For right now, I'm merely protecting myself.
You like to drink blood, do you?
Tua says, how far? Any idea how far? Should we get a move
Well,
on?
she's never been there before, is what we learned in this moment, so...
Yeah, but so the answer is no.
If this is our third day in, then I am hopeful that within the next day or two, we should be able to find some part of the city. And if we can take care of all that we need to while we're there. Then we are right on track.
All right, Thule says, all right, this is my opinion. I think that we should take advantage of this opportunity to ambush them. As much as I hate saying this, if we can take Tari alive, we may have a chance to find out, or Farlane, and she looks at Lilith, we may have a chance to find out what they're planning with Apori. Why they have a magic rod that opens a portal to Apori. What's the connection to the prophecy with Drenton? This might be our chance to question them. Believe me, every fiber of my being wants to burn her alive, but worst case scenario, we kill them.
Here. We should get ahead of them then.
At the end of it, we kill them. Whatever you need to do before then.
All right. That supposes we can even take them at all. Da-da-da-da-da.